Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my first episode on my speedrun. So this is a speedrun going from the lowest rating in chess all the way up to past 1000. I might go a bit beyond that as well, but for now we're going to be playing some games and I'm going to be showing you how to think and how to apply advanced concepts to get beyond that intermediate level of around 1000. So without further ado, I'm going to press start here and we're going to start a 10-minute game. I've got a rating of 228, so let's get started and see what our opponent plays. E4. Okay, I just made a video recommending some openings for e4, so this will be quite relevant. So as you can see, he's controlling the center, it's a great choice, and his knight is threatening our pawn, so we are defending with our knight. Okay, so I'm going to develop the bishop here. It's good to have a bishop on this square because I am targeting the weak square, if you can see there, on f2, which is the weak square for the king over there on the white side. So not only am I controlling more center squares here with my bishop coming out and my knight already active, but also soon, in just next couple moves, I'll be able to get my king to a more safer position on the left side of the board, which is called castling. And I can show you how that works here. Okay. Now, can anyone see what the mistake is here? Why is this move not good? I'll give you an answer. It's because he's given me his knight for free here. So in this case, we'll just take. And you know, you'll be surprised. This happens quite often for players that are in the earlier rankings, especially below 1000, because there's, you know, people tend to go guns blazing, thinking that they throw pieces on the other side of the board that an attack is, well, they can threaten checkmate somehow. So now he's threatening a fork here on this pawn here, which is highlighted, c7. The idea is that if he takes that pawn with his knight, I'll be in check, and he'll take my rook on the next move, which I don't want to do because the rook is more important than the knight. So I'm just going to simply move back and protect that pawn, which removes the risk entirely. Okay, so now this is called a discover attack because, as you can see, it might just look like he moved his pawn forward, but can you spot the threat? His bishop now is staring at my queen, which means I must move it. And in doing so, I will move my queen, but I'm going to move it to a square that gives me an attacking opportunity. So now I'm targeting that weak f2 square with both my bishop and my queen. He chooses not to defend it. He actually runs away. So how do we respond to this? Well, should we take with the bishop or the queen? The queen is best because check. Now I'm forcing an attack. The bishop is a bit too passive. It doesn't really put the king in any dangerous and threatening positions. And now we do have an opportunity to win a knight. If you can see this. You can pause the video for a moment, see if you can spot the move. C5. Check. Now we can collect this knight. So we're already up material here, and it's a pretty good position to be in. And it looks like our opponent might be quitting the game after that, which is fair enough. There we go. So that's our first victory in Speedrun. So again, just recapping this as well, it's quite important because I feel like some beginners might be tempted to take with that bishop there. However, taking with the bishop doesn't really give you much attacking opportunities. So taking with the queen, we really put the king in this awkward position, which forced him to give us his knight in the end. So this is the first game. I may just play another game because that was quite a quick one. So we'll start another 10-minute. Okay. And let's go and open with the king pawn to keep it very simple and basic. I am aware that my ranking might grow quite fast as well, since I am probably be winning quite a few games. So if needs be, I will try to resign from some games maybe and bring my rating as low as it possibly can, because I don't want to be jumping 40 points, 50 points at a time. That'll be a very fast speed run. So let's see here. I think I bought this game. Try one more time. Okay, e4. Okay, opponent's playing. Now we're gonna go for. Oh, I was gonna go for an Italian opening, but he's gone for a Petrov. The Petrov defense. Okay, we can use that to get our pawns in the center, control the center of the board. Okay. Okay, so now he's threatening me here with a checkmate actually, which might seem a bit scary for some, However, we do have an advantage here. So if you could see, I was actually threatening his weak pawn again on f7. And we can take advantage of that first with check, because his king cannot take it. My knight protects my bishop. He cannot take that. And so we've got a free pawn there, which isn't bad. So now we can castle. Now king's in a very safe house, as you can see there. And now there's no threat on this pawn right here. That's okay. So this is a bit more of a complex idea, I suppose, here, because he's removing the defender now for my bishop. So if my knight moves, he can now take my bishop for free. However, there is something that I can do to make it equal, is threaten his knight. So he can take my knight, but I'll take his knight in return. Okay. He's not taking a knight just yet. And this is not good for him, guys, because now he's put himself in a position where there's a discover check. And with the pawn out the way, check. His queen's under attack. But he can't move his queen because he needs to address the threat, you see, with the queen and the king. So it looks like we've just won a queen. Reconnecting, and I'm assuming this will be the second resignation. There we go. Okay, guys, so that's 2 quick and simple games. This is going to be something I'll be covering pretty much throughout the majority of my YouTube channel. I mean, even once we supersede the 1000 level and we finish our speedrun, I will come back to this time and time again to just reinforce the basic concepts of chess and helping you get familiar with those fundamentals, which are going to win you games as well. So for now, this is a good start, I believe to this speedrun. So do like and subscribe if this was helpful for you. And also I've got other tutorials coming out for openings. I've videos for tactics as well and checkmates, which will be quite handy as well in and of themselves. So I'm going to end this for now, but thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in.